This is Mark and Matt from Coffee Time. We're here to do an interview for me and Shannon's birthday show tonight. So what brought Coffee Time together?
I guess it was me and the drummer Jeff getting together about 2 or 2.5 years ago, and he was showing me all this weird stuff he was listening to, bands like Hella and some other stuff like Exotic Animal Petting Zoo, just really weird, just out there stuff that I hadn't really heard before.
Interesting.
He wanted to do something like that, and I liked metal too, so we just tried to incorporate the two, write some tunes, and
cool. These guys are like riff machines, being able to get the output that they did as like quickly as they did, playing off each other. I was quite impressed. I began a fan. They let me join eventually after the threatening letters and all that.
You threatened him. There's actual threatened letters.
I'm so depressed.
All right.
Yeah, we let it happen.
So can you tell me about the musical background, a little bit about Coffee Time, like the genre or how you can explain Coffee Time is?
Genres, I guess, but
genres.
you could throw a few things at it.
All right.
Metal, experimental, jazz, country, reggae.
So pretty much everything.
Easy listening. Yeah.
Easy listening.
It's got a little bit of it all. So.
Okay, cool. What inspires you guys to create Coffee Time?
You know what's funny is these guys are legit like addicted to coffee amongst other things. So it became like a running joke between them where like they couldn't really get it up to play until they were like about 3 like pitchers deep of it. And they're finally like, I feel tickling down my spine a little bit. That and he's a raging pothead. That helps a lot.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Do you guys have any musical inspirations?
Dude, we grew up being big fucking prog guys.
Okay.
Like, I definitely grew up like all the grunge people like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and those guys were the original last classic rock
Pearl
bands,
Jams,
yeah,
Stone Temple Pilots.
Love them so much,
All
dude.
right.
Pearl Germs.
Pearl
And then kind
Germs.
of like got into like Dream Theater and Yes and King Crimson and Zeppelin and Mars Volta's first couple albums, and that taught us like the technical like proficiency that comes with a lot of the techniques that are used. And then basically his love for fucking like death metal and all the shit has like the 240 beats per minute. It's just like, yeah, it's just not getting tired.
Yeah. I love the
tired.
crazy technical stuff. Like you can't really go too much in my mind. Like I love Anomalous and Sleep Terror and these guys,
Faceless.
of course. Yeah, the last album was baller.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we understand you guys are working on your album or potential album.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit what we can expect from it?
Dude, it's tough because it gets to the point where it's like, do we do program drums like these guys, or we go for more like a dynamic? Because the biggest pain in the ass is always getting the drums all laid out, especially because we have to map a lot of different time signatures because there's like a lot of jumps all over the place. So that's pretty much the key, is like we have all the strings and everything pretty much already done. We can go in whenever and knock it out. But the drumming is like what angle we have to take on recording that. And we'd preferably like to get live drumming, but we'll see how it plans out. They're starting to map it out on the computers, so
yeah,
that's where it's at.
It's mapped.
Yeah, once the drums are ready to go, we can just
Mapped.
get it out there.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about it too?
Oh, about the album?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can do something. I don't know how it's
Hopefully we can do something.
How it's gonna sound, but recording the drums, like you said, is a big expense and just difficult. Requires a lot of equipment and all that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome. So recently, Coffee Time was referred to as Underneath the Underground. Can you tell us what that means and how it relates to the band?
Oh, sure. Well, this is our 4th show. We've played 2 at Gasoline Alley, 1 here, and this is our 2nd one here. And yeah, we just don't get the chance to play out too often. It's just like kind of a get together and practice and like, hey, we should do a show, but it's really underground because
Underneath the underground.
Yeah, it's underneath the underground because of a little bit of laziness, etc.
Where the earthworms are?
Yes.
Yes, the core of the earth.
Eating us.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell us about any of those guilty music pleasures that you guys have?
Yes.
Okay.
Batter up, dude.
You first, I was gonna say.
Fuck, man. I mean, I don't even know if you can call a lot of this shit guilty. Like, I love Simon and Garfunkel a shitload. I grew up with, like, of course, loving all the, like, Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper's, like, all those Beatles albums a shitload. But I'd say some of the really guilty pleasures I have is, like, I still, like, enjoy seeing Dave Matthews live. Coldplay fucking live is badass. I love Radiohead and all of Maynard's, like, spin-offs of all of his bands that he's in. Whether it's, you know, you can't say a Perfect Circle's guilty pleasure or any of that shit, dude, but...
Not really. Right. Some people don't even want to admit it.
I took my chick to see Rihanna last year. It was pretty badass.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, and I would just, I'll just add that I'm completely gay for Coldplay.
Okay.
Totally.
He's
That's
just
Completely gay.
flexible.
100% gay.
Chris Martin's a contortionist. He can,
There you go.
you know.
But the contortionist is awesome.
Yes.
They are.
It's not really a guilty pleasure, so. Okay. Would you say that technology has played a role in part of helping the music of Coffee Time, like Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook, Last.fm, you know, all those social networking too?
Oh yeah, I'd say like by and large it helps like crazy, even with you know, the invention of like home recording and stuff like that, where just bands are able to easily get tracks down and do stuff that, you know, would cost $10,000 or more before. So all of that stuff is good for music and for Coffee Time, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how him and the drummer hooked up, being able to meet each other online and all that. But the only downside is, like, it continues that oversaturation of the genre. Now that everyone can record and, like, pretty much get it together, it's like, which one of these 5 million bands do I listen to? This one? Nah. This one? Nah. So you gotta kind of just, like, have some kind of promotion machine, which, like, a lot of musicians don't have. So we try to do shit over social media, but it's just, like, pretty brutal to whore yourself out and be, like, an artist at the same time. So
Okay.
Yeah. It helps.
Do you guys have any plans to tour anytime soon?
I don't think so.
just Barbados. Just him and I alone.
Oh, okay.
My time.
My partner in crime.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
We love you.
We love all of you, one fan. You're fucking awesome.
You
Love you, Dad.
And
You're awesome.
Wild Man Entertainment.
Yeah.